Hello my dear friends, I am Binoy. Welcome to my YouTube channel Share Tips. Today let us review our last recommendations. I recommend so many stock as a long-term multi-bagger stock. So this time, last week we have seen a great correction in the market. So many people were confused about the shares, what to do with our shares. So let us review all the shares I recommend as a multi-bagger pick. On Thursday, we have seen a great beating on the stock market. Friday morning shows some reversal, but afternoon again it comes down, the entire market comes down. So the situation market is not fair enough because of the fear of war. So in next week also we can expect some volatility in the market. Anyway, regarding our stock, first of all we can discuss about RVNL itself, our multi-bagger pick. I think most of the people are holding RVNL. Now the present price of RVNL is 493 rupees 40 paisa. Year high is 647 and year low is 142. In case of RVNL, actually if you consider the PE ratio, EPS etc., it is not much attractive because by considering the entire industrial PE, the RVNL's PE is almost double. 41.92 is industrial PE and RVNL PE is above 70 rupees. And EPS is a negative growth, is a growth of only 12%, 6.98, and book value is only 41.95. So the entire picture of RVNL, if you consider the P ratio, EPS is not attractive. But I bet on RVNL thinking about the future prospects of the company. It's a very, very big company. If you're ready to hold the share for next 5 years, you will be like L&T. I expect RVNL to become a next L&T. So anyone miss L&T bus can now enter into RVNL because I also miss L&T. After buying, I sell it at lower prices. So I decided not to sell RVNL, whatever it may occur. But in current scenario, 493, and while considering the overall market condition, sometimes it may come down to 420 levels. So if you sell now, you can re-enter at 420 level. I am not sure about that, but in my case, I will not sell RVNL because I expect RVNL to go above 1000 rupees. And sometime, if you are ready to hold for next 2-3 years, it may go to 2500 levels also. Let us consider the RVNL case. First thing I noticed very important about RVNL is about the shareholding pattern of the company. When 1 year back, we retailers having holding more than 20% in the company, and FIOs having below 1% stake, and DAs are holding below 3% stake. Now we take the case on June 2023. Mutual funds recently increased the stake from 0.09 to 0.19. FIOs increased the stake from 2.3 to 3.13, and DAs are now holding 6.77%. So altogether, DAs 3.13, FIOs including mutual funds now holding 6.77, and at the same time, our retail investors stake reduced from 20 to 17.25. So this situation may be utilized by operators and FIOs. May try the RVNL to bring down to 420 levels, and at that time they will start accumulating 420 levels, and most of the retail investors lost the shares of RVNL. RVNL is a very big company. After 2-3 years, RVNL will be under level. So now the retail investors are holding 17.25%. I hope it may come down to 10%, and the remaining 7.25% will be grabbed by FIOs and DAs by creating a panic situations. Let us look another point. The company recently received an order of 900 crores, having orders of 84,000 crores, and the management expect that the order will be increased 1 lakh crores order they are expecting, and I expect more than 1.5 lakh crores orders. Recently they had signed an MOU with Engineers India to bid for global infrastructure projects. It's a very good thing. They are making a tie-up for the global infrastructure fund. In order to bid for the global infrastructure projects. I already told RVNL is not a mere railway related stock. It is in the infrastructure company actually, and they are doing infrastructure railway projects across world, not only in India. That's why I feel RVNL will be a next L&T. So now the current situation, avoid the current situation and think about the future. RVNL is a very good company. And the Union Ministry recently approved phase 2 Chennai Metro projects of 63,246 crores. So all companies related to this project will be get benefited. Only negative now in RVNL is it is included in the ASM list now. That is the one reason the share price comes down so drastically. So if it comes out of ASM list, I don't know what is the reason for putting RVNL into ASM list. Now it just comes out of ASM list, definitely RVNL will become a multi-bagger pick. So hold the shares until 3,000 rupees. After that, we can again rethink about the company. Okay, second, my multi-bagger pick is Union Bank of India. There is no case to sell Union Bank of India at this level because already it's cheapened, damn cheapened. India's fourth largest PSU company. Nothing harmful now, everything is positive for the company, net profit is positive, well considered P ratio, well considered EPS, well considered book value, everything is positive. It is now traded below the book value of 120 rupees 32 paisa. So no meaning in selling Union Bank now, because even if the market corrects furthermore related to war, sometimes this type of company already hammered down may goes up, so you will lose your shares. So there is no meaning in Union Bank to sell now because already it is very cheap. It is traded below 120 rupees. Recently, most of the brokerages, Motilal Oswal, HDFC Securities, ET now, MK Global given higher target, that is 160, 165 for Union Bank of India. And QIP recently raised at the rate of 140 rupees. So minimum it will go to 140 level. So no worry to hold this fourth largest PSU bank of India. To hold. Then only problem the bank is facing is liquidity problem. And we know that every bank is facing liquidity problems. Because of this, no one is now interested to put money in bank as a fixed deposits. They are putting their money in stock market, mutual funds, etc. So that is a major problem faced by the banks. So there will be steps by Reserve Bank of India in order to tackle these problems. So except this liquidity problem, everything is positive for the bank, Union Bank of India. So, but 10 rupee face value company laying at a rate of 180 rupees, very cheap now. There is no meaning in selling Union Bank of India right now. Okay, try to accumulate it. Third stock is my favorite, IOC. IOC is not a mere marketing company. It's not a mere oil marketing company, just like BPSL, HPSL. They are ready for the future green hydrogen projects. So we must also be ready along with IOC. So don't sell a single shares. 160.75 face value of 10 is very cheap now. Year high is 196.80 and year low is 85. Because of this fear, crude oil price is increasing. That is the reason I think IOC comes down. Actually, everything is favorable for IOC. I feel IOC will go to 220 level. At that time, the right time, unfortunately, the war comes and it comes down. P ratio, while considering P ratio, EPS, etc., just like Union Bank, which is very cheap, 7.73, PE against interest rate 18, EPS of 22, book value 130, and company is giving consistent dividend. In 2022-23 is given a dividend of 8 rupees. In 23-24 is given a dividend of 24-25 is given a dividend of 12 rupees, and I expect in 2024-25 period the dividend may be above 15 to 16 rupees. So just hold the shares to get the dividend itself. Maybe after 5 years, IOC may give dividend of rupees 50 per share, just like BPSL. Okay, if BPSL can give you dividend of rupees 55 rupees per share, definitely IOC can also able to give you more than 50 rupees if you are ready to hold the share for the next 5 years very patiently. In 2024, the profit shows by the company is 41,615 crores. So it's a great company showing profit of 40,000, 50,000 crores. You must have this shares in your portfolio. Debt to equity is 0.67. So it's a great company. High Petrosky score of 7. It's a Maharatna company, and most probably our petrol and diesel is going to include the GST. If it's so, it will fly to 400-500 levels. And company recently signed an MOU with Nepal Oil Corporation for the major petroleum infrastructure development in Nepal. So Nepal is going to make a revolution by having a major petroleum infrastructure development, and IOC is going to be part of it. That's why they already signed MOU with Nepal Oil Corporation. It's a great news behind IOC. So hold the share, accumulate the share for the next 5 years. And my last share is IDFC First Bank. I already told about the banking. One thing I forgot to talk about bank while talking about Union Bank is that if we consider the economic development of India, India is a developing country, we need minimum 1000 banks, because in China they have more than 2000 banks. In India we can count our banks, which is not enough for the Indian economy, for the development. And both public and private had to play a great role in the banking sector, in the economy of Indian economy. And I feel private banks can do more while compared to PSU banks. So just like ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank, Yes Bank, etc. IDFC First Bank will going to play a great role. Sometime IDFC First Bank will become the #1 private bank in India. I hope so, under the management of Vaidyanathan sir. The way they are working, let us look the last 2 years performance of IDFC First Bank. What a stock, what a company it is. It has focused their investments retail. They reduce their business in the corporate sector. The NPA is reducing drastically. They are going to open branches, more than 860 branches in India, and they are going to develop more branches and expecting 1500 branches in next 1 to 2-3 years. So it's a very good stock to accumulate in SIP, because the stock is traded below 100 rupees till now, and 75-76 range is the range of IDFC First Bank, and in correction it only comes down 2-3 rupees. So still it is very cheap. No thinking about selling, thinking about accumulating IDFC First Bank. Believe that IDFC First Bank became the largest private bank in India. In case of Yes Bank, more players are coming from outside, from foreign banks ready to acquire Yes Bank to become a prominent player. Some of them want 51% Yes Bank, but government is not ready to give 51% of shares to the foreign promoters. So government still have a great vision regarding the private and public bank. So now the present situation, the bank sector is not attractive because of the liquidity crunch problems. If we avoid the liquidity crunch problem, I hope Reserve Bank of India will do something favorable for the both PSU and private banks. So IDFC First Bank is a clear case of accumulation in SIP mode. Every month you please invest 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, whatever it may be, according to your capacity, and buy IDFC First Bank, because it is traded at cheap rate. 73 rupees is a very cheap rate, while considering a huge bank. The company is going to become a great bank, a #1 bank in private sector. So as usual, I am saying I am not a SEBI registered analyst. So please have your own study before taking position in the company. If anyone is new to my channel, please subscribe my channel. Please pass my videos to your friends and relatives, like it, and comment on my videos always. Thank you very much.